Hi, my name is Gordon Fivig, and I'm the son of Adri Fivig. He was a World War I veteran, and he attends these meetings in Fargo. And you've maybe seen me around here at some of the meetings for the past 2 years or so with my dad and carrying a video tape recorder. And I thought it might be fun possibly for some of you to see some of the pictures I have taken. So what I did was just assembled them. There's no story behind this. It's just the fact that I've been taking a few, you might say, home movies of these World War I meetings, and you'll see them. It lasts about 32.5 minutes.
The parade a short distance, which was taken by WW1 and appeared on the evening news. Also, Buddy Gingrey of Harwood attended the ceremony, making 3 members present. This compared to 10 that attended the ceremony on the 11th, 1984, 2 years ago. I was in the hospital in 1985 and have no record of any attendance that day. Henderson reported he had gotten a call from the Minot Daily News requesting information on Veterans Day, which resulted in a long article in the news by Eloise Ogden, the reporter. A friend had sent Henderson a copy of the article. Quartermaster report by Henderson, and on motion seconded by Eagle, report was adopted subject to audit. Following bills were presented. Printing $30.68, postage $25.33, stamp pad and supply of ink $5.20, thank you cards $4.16 for a total of $65.37. Motion by Kankelfitz, the bills were allowed. Henderson reported he had been advised the 1987 state convention would be in Bismarck, April 25th and 26th. Also, the national convention will be in Oklahoma City. Report of death.
Report of death.
Yeah, we've had one report of a death that I never knew the man, never met him, but I looked him up in the North Dakota roster, and he had a most enviable service record. Name was John A. Carlson at New Rockford, and he was born in Sweden, came over to this country, and he enlisted at New Rockford in the fall of 1917. When he got overseas, of course, the 41st Division was broken up, and all of the enlisted men were sent to the 1st Division for replacements. And he apparently served in the 27th, I think, 27th Infantry of the 1st Division. And the records show that he was wounded 3 times. He engaged in 3 major offensive and served in 3 defensive sectors. And he was awarded the Silver Star. And incidentally, he went over on the same boat I went over on, of course, because that was, he enlisted in the 2nd North Dakota National Guard. But they merged then with the 1st North Dakota National Guard down at Camp Green, which was part of the 41st Division. That all went over on, and while I'm talking about that, I got a bulletin the other day from a man in Pennsylvania who is the commander of one of the barracks back there, and I know him very well. And in his bulletin, he has a picture of the Leviathan. That was the ship that I went overseas on. And that, of course, all of the National Guard that was in the National Guard at that time was on that boat called the 41st Division and went over there. There were 12,000 troops on that boat. And we went across without any escort because there wasn't a boat that could keep, there wasn't an escort that could keep up with that boat. We left on December the 15th and landed at Liverpool, England on December 24th.
10th and 4th Avenue, yeah.
Oh, yes, well, I guess I told you about our membership, 321, because I called, he told me last night that he had sent in enough, so we have 321 now. And I haven't talked with Muriel for a while. I gotta talk to her, get things lined up a little better. But I don't think I have anything more right now, except the bills. Only got 2 bills, pardon me. $1.54. Yeah, I gotta have a motion on that.
Somebody make the motion, we set the bill, pay these bills as read.
Leo Reverend Sorensen made the motion.
Senator
Sorensen.
second. Any, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
For that, and I want to tell you that this attendance today of 13 is certainly
One
visitor. I'm talking about 13 members. There's 13 members and 1 visitor, and I want to tell you that there are many departments last year that didn't have that many at their state conventions. Well, I don't know about that.
I'm proud of, well, we better look back and see if you're there yet.
We were looking for him last week, Leo. Didn't know where we had a tracer on him.
I even had the police out after me.
I forgot it last month and I felt real bad about it.
Well, I'll tell you, oh yes, I'm going to California for Christmas. Be leaving Tuesday. I'll be gone a week. Come back on the 29th. Going out and visit my son, who lives in Salinas, California.
Did you say we had 300?
Okay.
We didn't take this. Here, you watch the picture. Oh, yeah, I don't want to forget that. I thought he had. Everybody watch the picture of the
Charter.
Oh, Jim? Oh, no, I had it. I've had it. Oh, I'm not looking for it.
Christmas party there.
Yeah.
That was our Christmas party down here.
We're gonna have a lunch tonight?
Where's that at?
Right in here.
Right here.
Christmas tree. All the women folks are in there someplace. Oh, they're coming to the world.
And then have lunch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have plenty to eat.
they sang that to me, and they asked me if I had anything to say, and I said, well, just a little bit. There was a young reporter called up and wanted to come in and interview me. He came in and visited with me a little while, and he asked me about what I attributed my longevity to and all of that. He got all through. He said, well, you know, I hope I will be able to come back next year and interview you again. I looked at him and I said, I don't know why you can't. You look pretty healthy to me.
I was going to call, but I was pretty sure. I went to Spartan. He's in methane now. He left the funeral bill going to our barracks.
Well, he done yeah, mission. That's where he belongs to our barracks, and I sent him the paper. Who's the pastor over there now?
Hagen. This is Mr.
I'm Floyd Henderson, and your name is? Strachey. Yes, I send you a letter right along.
Yeah.
Can you sign the book here?
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh,
No.
you were behind me.
Buddy Stevens.
Get around.
Answer the
See
last
you
roll
back
call,
there.
December 29th, for a memorial service, St. Mary's Cathedral, December 31st. Bastion, Conboy, Eagle, Henderson, Murphy, and Tollerson attending. Buddy Stevens was one of the 11 charter members of Red River Barracks and had a 69-year membership in the American Legion. 1987 per capita tax had been paid for all members. In the department, the cost would be $10 per member. He suggested an effort be made to secure as many payments of $10 as possible, and that any deficit be taken up from the surplus funds in the barracks treasury, since such money is intended to be used in the interest of the department. He has secured material from Nash to proceed on such a program. Motion by Sinner, second by Eagle, he be authorized to proceed with the program. On showing of hands, the motion was adopted unanimously. Henderson reported TV Channel 4 on Sunday night, gave special recognition to Llewellyn Nergoski. TV Channel 4 on Saturday night gave special recognition to Llewellyn Nergoski, a member of our Legion Auxiliary, for her volunteer services to the VA hospital dating back to 1953, in which time she has awarded more than 40,000 hours, postage $24.31, address labels $8.60, total of $55.49. Motion by Sinner, second by Bastion. Bills be allowed. Motion carried. Henderson read the letter from R.H. Anderson, Committee Chairman for the Department Convention in Bismarck, May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, stating program was being made with headquarters at the Sheraton Hotel, and all sessions to be held in the hotel. Henderson read a copy of a letter to W.A. Hamry of Williston enclosing a check for $38.50 for the capital tax for 9 members from Williston and 2 from Stanley for a total of 11 members.
Coffee time. That's right. Huh? Yeah. The coffee's right down here.
Try to make them all. That's why they mailed that envelope. I figured that's what the money in there was all over to me. I think that stick. Oh, you're born in there, get it.
Everybody here, Cliff. Oh, the girls are already eating. You guys go on in there and get something to eat. Yeah. Here we go. Floyd's not bashful. He'll go right in there. You gotta come in and get a bite to eat.
You want to come in and get something to eat too? Come on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call of office. Here.
Tom is in the Veterans Hospital. Henderson. Kankelfritz.
Here.
Baskin. Here. Hollingston, Steele. Eagle.
Yeah.
Murphy. Roll call is completed. Service record. Served on the Mexican border, then in World War I, served in the 168th Infantry in 2 major offensive fronts. And then the defensive fronts later. His membership card number is now ordered Detroit Lakes at the VA hospital. The following bills were presented: printing $22.95, postage $27.03, zip code book $9 for a total of $58.98. Motion by Baskin, seconded by Kankelfritz. The bills were approved. Vernon Wagner was called on and he gave a detailed report on all plans that have been made for the department convention in April. Some of the meetings will be held in different locations, but courtesy card will be available at all times, so transportation will not be any problem. There being no further business, the meeting adjourned at 3 p.m. Join the elderly for coffee and lunch.
Thank you. You heard the reading of the
Is $2,892.52, less the total expenses of $82.98. The watermaster's report to be approved subject to audit.
I second that. Moved and seconded, quartermaster's report accepted. Well, we have this 6 million, a little bit, more than 50 cents.
Well, listened to it. Well, while I was in the hospital, they had that special day out there called a salute. say mine. So that everybody knows I just pull the meeting. Eagle, Cliff Eagle. Senior Vice Commander. Senior Vice Commander. You see, you are one of the trustees at the present time. Oh, yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Eagle has been nominated for senior vice chairman.
Commander.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Third Sunday.
Can there be more to discuss?
Commander Sorensen.
Here.
Eagle, of course, is gone. Conrad Traum, excused. Lloyd Henderson, present. Judge Advocate, Kankelfritz,
Yeah.
present. Chaplain Bastion,
Here.
Murphy,
Here.
member of the board. Gindry, excused. And Fabig, present. The roll call is completed, Mr. Commander.
Thank you. Recognition of visitors,
You're very welcome to have you with us to bring your father.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me take video pictures too. To ask you a few questions, Reverend. What is your first name?
Peter.
And what is that?
Peter?
Peter, okay. Where were you a pastor of churches? For instance, your last one.
Never had a church.
Oh, you never did, I see.
Well, for about 35 years, I was missionary
You were a missionary?
of the American Sunday School Union
And where was that at?
Missionary Fellowship. That was local. I traveled over North Dakota and Minnesota.
So you did a lot of traveling then?
Did a lot of traveling
Sure,
and speaking.
sure. This was in
All churches.
full name, your last name and so
Floyd
on.
G. Henderson.
Okay, and what is your capacity here in this organization?
Right now, I am quartermaster for the Red River Barracks 2072
Uh-huh.
for the veterans of World War I. I'm the quartermaster.
Right, and how many jobs have you had with this group?
Oh, I've had numerous of them. I've been national adjutant. I've been national quartermaster. I've been national commander. And that's about it, I guess.
Sure,
I've served
okay.
on several committees at national conventions.
When did you start in this organization?
Well, I didn't start in it till about 1968,
Sure, okay.
because that was after my wife passed away. And then I got active in the World War I organization.
Sure. What did you do when you were over in World War I? What were you doing in the service?
I was at Camp Hospital number 1.
Uh-huh.
It was a hospital where the First Corps School was located.
Uh-huh.
And then close to that also was the narrow gauge railway headquarters.
My name is Leo B. Murphy.
Okay, Leo, you live where?
I live in Fargo here.
You live right here in Fargo.
Girls,
What, do you have a job in the organization here?
No,
You're not a trustee or something like that now?
yes, I got a lot of trust. I've got farms out here. I'm a retired contractor,
You are. What type of contracting work did you do?
highway work.
Highway work.
Yeah.
Did you work for the state?
Yes.
And you also had a
Federal
business of your own?
government. Federal, yes, I had my own.
Sure.
Federal government.
What type of work did you do when you were in the Army back in World War I?
I was in the Marines.
You were in the Marines. I see. And what years were you in the
Marines.
service? Yeah.
The years I was in the service was from May 1917 until August the 12th, 1919.
I see. Okay. Very good. Were you married?
Yes,
And is your spouse still living?
yes.
And how many children did you folks have?
2,
You had 2.
a boy and a girl.
Sure. And you're living at home, both
That's
of you?
right. I
Very
live
good.
here in Florida.
You look like you're in very good health.
Well,
You're
thank-
still driving, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Very good.
Bill Bastian,
And where are you from, Bill?
Fargo.
You're from Fargo, and you were in World War I.
And I traveled for the Camel Soup Company.
You did. What did you do for Campbell Soup?
Oh, I traveled all over the state.
What type of you were
Calling on
on customers?
wholesale and retail.
Sure. How long did you work for Campbell Soup?
About 20, let's see, from 29 to 65.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Quite a few years.
Went to Chicago to have a sales meeting, and they gave me a watch when I retired.
Sure. And what year did you retire approximately?
Oh,
Back in the 60s or?
yeah, 62,
Sure.
65, I don't know.
Okay. Well, when you were in World War I, where were you located and what did you do?
Fargo.
And what do you do?
I came from Duluth, Minnesota,
Uh-huh.
and took over the Camel Soup Sales Organization. I was the only one out here in North Dakota, the whole state.
Uh-huh.
And I had South Dakota during the war, and
Sure. The Second World War.
yeah,
You're
oh
talking
sure.
about- Okay. Let's go back to World War I. Back in 1917 or 18, what years were you in World War I?
In let's see, I don't remember.
I suppose you were in for approximately 2 years
Oh yes.
during that war. What was your job then?
I was a corporal, I guess, I don't know.
And what department?
In the
Infantry?
engineer department.
Engineering. My dad was that too, at
Is that
Refiving.
so?
He was in engineering.
I was in camp, Humphreys, Virginia.
I see. Did you get overseas?
They lost my record and I didn't get overseas. And when they paid me a month over. I went to my captain and told him what happened. He says,
Uh-huh.
cash that check, forget you ever talked about it.
I see.
I don't want any letters coming, writing back and forth with Washington.
He didn't want to hear from you anymore.
No, he says, forget it and cash it and do whatever you please with it.
Sure, sure.
Arthur A. Kankel Fritz.
Okay, last name?
Kankel Fritz.
Kankel Fritz. And where are you from, Art?
I'm originally from Fargo here.
You're from Fargo here. What years were you in the service back there?
Well, I was back in 17s,
Sure,
like
sure.
late 17s. So I
Okay,
wasn't
were you in for the full 2 years?
No, I wasn't in for the full 2 years.
Sure.
Because we broke up at 18.
I see. Okay, what did you do when you were in the service? What type of work did they have you doing?
Well, it was mostly be with the National Guards,
I see.
stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Were you in infantry or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or? I see. You talked about the National Guard?
Yeah, that's the National Guard is what they call their...
I see. Were you drafted
Yes.
out of Fargo here or
Out of Castle.
Castleton, North Dakota? Okay, and then what type of work did you do? What occupation did you have later on?
Well, I was mostly all truck driving all the time.
Well, you were driving truck. What type of things were you driving?
So start with I worked for a place in town here. I drove truck all the time hauling freight and coal and
I
furnace
see,
and stuff.
sure. I just got done hauling sugar beets for the last week and a half or week.
Then in 47, I bought a truck of my own and started hauling ground for Coast Brothers and,
Oh, you did?
oh yeah, for a minute, up until...
When did you retire then?
Well, I retired in Minneapolis in 1970.
1970, you got done with work and then moved back here. And
Yeah.
Sure. Vivek?
Yeah, oh,
and
yes.
where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota.
Okay. And when you were in the Army, where did you serve?
I served in Argonne Forest overseas.
Okay. And how long were you there?
We was there from the time the war was over. We marched from the Argonne Forest to the Rhine in about, it's in December, I guess.
Sure. Okay.
So we got to Germany the first day of January.
How long have you been participating in this organization here? When did you start here?
Since the year that Floyd got to be a commander.
Oh.
What
Okay.
year?
I was in,
I was in 76, I think.
I see.
something like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Well, anyway, you're one of the many members here.
But I belonged to this organization since 1950.
Well, this is Gordon Fivig once again, and I'd like to thank Reverend Sorensen and Mr. Murphy, the two commanders, and also Floyd Henderson for allowing me to come in with my videotape recorder and do these tapes. And it's been a lot of fun. You've seen a part of what I have. This amounted to, as I mentioned, about 32.5 minutes worth. I have maybe about an hour and a half or so on my original tapes. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and this is the end of my recording. What is your name?
Dorothy Severson.
And what is your capacity here?
Well, here I am secretary.
Your secretary?
I'm a past department president.
Did you have a husband in World War I?
Yes.
I see. Okay. I was going to get her, but she's stepping out of the way here. And what is your name?
Arlo Ostrom.
And how are you connected here?
I'm a treasurer.
You're a treasurer, I see. Did you have a father or something who was in World War I? Or?
Yes, I did.
Sure. And what was his name?
Harry Erickson.
Is he still living?
No, he isn't.
Okay, where are you from?
West Fargo.
Okay, thank you.
Queen Fancy Queen Fancy.
I left that. I thought I had.
And then this I found, and I think it's very, very interesting. You want me to read them? Yeah. This is where I'm at. He brings his form. And he has different carrots. They didn't have anything on the women one, and then we got one. See that cow there? What they get from this? I'm gonna read your secretary report.
Yeah.
Morning, Marcy. I brought 3 things for your party. And he's gonna show. We'll have, there's some people there.
Fun to see.
I guess I we were talking, and he said, well, I don't think I know. This was 2 years ago. I said, well, I wonder if I let this. I can hardly write my name anymore. We'll get to the whole writer. And I have some stuff. And old letter writer. I used to write. I used my own
Red brought his father to the meeting, and Al
That'd be
Al
Eagle.
Dahlgren brought our commander Sorensen to the meeting. Visitors Gordon and Al Dahlgren. Henderson reported the memorial service for Clarence Martin was held at the First Methodist Church on the 17th of October, Minnesota, October 27th, the memorial service at the Peace Lutheran Church, Fargo, October 31st, with Bastion, Gingrin.
I thought it was just within this past, well, maybe not.
good friend of mine, Grace Manning, was going to bake a cake. And she wanted to have it for here. Well, she baked the cake, and in my letter I said they would be here, but they're in Minot instead. But the cake is here someplace. It says, happy birthday, 95th birthday for Floyd Henderson. The cake is here someplace, and so help yourself.
Let's sing happy birthday to Floyd.
Thanks, Tom.
You get a birthday?
See the cake?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Floyd. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
We should have had you holding that
And
cake.
many more. Oh yeah, the cake is on the table.
We should have had you hold the cake, maybe, Floyd. Did you hold the cake while we take a picture?
Sure.
Here, the cake is on the table.
So she had 6 letters.
More rated at
Maybe that face, word.